Howdy folks, welcome to episode 14. We're going to see if we can get our coal loaded up and then our meat, which means we need to make more whatchamacallits too. I think what we need to do here is connect this track and see where it's going to line up. So let's see if we can find a spot. There we go. And there should be another link down here somewhere, right? It's not going to link there. It's just going to be this. Where was that? It was just back here somewhere. It'd be kind of nice if they could highlight them or something, you know? Is it really? It's only a little bit? Only a little bit. Because it sure isn't wanting me to, yeah. There it is. It's right here. Okay. So, and you know, we honestly don't need to be lined up at that spot. So we can go like this. And then we can split this off, this track off over here. And then we can also do the same thing up here. This is what I wanted. This end is the end I wanted to look at though. So we're going to go like this. We're going to split this off and see where we can get a whatchamacallit in here. See, that's as sharp as it's going to let me turn, I think. Yeah. See, it's not going to let me go any sharper than that. Okay. Not sure why. Let's go like this. Get these out of here while I can still see them. All right, so what we want to do is we want to hook up a left switch, and we're going to do this, and then we're going to see what we can do as far as hooking that up to here. If that's going to let me. Let's see. I like how it only does that when it has the link too. It doesn't do that out here. You're about to link it. I think that's what we need to do though. So let's get rid of this. Whoops, not that. Get rid of this piece of track right here. And then we're going to go like this. Should we put a switch in here maybe? Put a switch in to get it turning? No, we'll just do this. We're going to go like this and see if this will let us hook up to this end here. What's that look like even? There. See how that looks. That doesn't look too sharp. No, that doesn't look really bad. Okay. It doesn't look like it's horrible or anything. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to make a little yard out here kind of thing too. So we're going to go like this, and we're going to put a series of left switches. Let me see. This is what we want to do. Okay. There we go. All right, and then we're going to run off the end here. See, this is really annoying. Those switches like that. I don't know. I suppose it's not too bad. I don't like when the switches are right next to each other though. It's easy to get them confused. But then again, we're doing this on the map, so it shouldn't be that much of a problem. Let's see what we can do as far as distance out here. We'll come up to here. We'll put in a end of track here, bumper. There we go. And let's get, where was that? It's this one. And look, there's a pixel here. That's going to kill it. That one. That's just evil. It's just totally evil that they're like that. It'd be nice if when you turn this on, you could also do like it would highlight them in magenta or something like that, you know, an outline. Something like that. I don't know. All right. We're going to get rid of these before we even... No? I guess we're not. I guess you don't. I guess you don't. All right. We're going to do these. We're going to stick these tracks out here some more. And then we're going to do this with all these, each of these branches, so that we have a nice little place to rest our trains. Here we go. Where all the trains can sleep. Like on Thomas and Friends, because that's how it works, right? Thomas and Friends is a historical document. All right. And we're going to go like this. Okay, because where are we on the map again? Was there, did we want to, yeah, see, we want to be able to come down here too. So this is going to be like the main line. This one here is going to be the main line, because that's our, what is that? There. Stamp mill. Okay. So what are the goods in? What is that? Oh, it stamps the gold, whatchamacallit, refined gold or whatever it is. Okay, so yeah, this one we're going to end up modifying, I think. At the end, we're going to end up going around with this one. So let's go like this. Yeah, we're going to end up doing a... Might as well put it in here. And let's go like this. So we're going to take off the 5. And see if we can get this to come out this way. There we go. Okay. That's just that. And see if there's any of this stuff that we need to get rid of. Yeah, there is. There is stuff that we need to get rid of on there. That one. Little prickly pear. Okay. I just love the pile-ups that they cause, because there's a microscopic plant. It's like, that's what we need to build the rails out of, those plants. Okay. We're going to park this one off on the side, so that's going to be there, and then this is going to be there. So we're just going to park this off on the side to begin with. I don't remember if this one still has fuel in it. I think we might have fueled it up. No, we didn't. Okay, we're going to put 1 scoop. There we go. Just so that it stays, there we go. So that it stays heated. All right, reverser. There we go. Get this out of the way. And then we can, is this one really that slow? Or does somebody have their brakes on? No, nobody has their brakes on. We're coasting just fine. It must be that this one is just that slow. Okay. Alright, we'll set this back here. We're out of the foul. Alright. And then we need to go over here. And we'll unload this one. There we go. Alright. I always forget on the first time you pull it, you need to go really slowly so that it has time to load up the thing. It has time to load up the sound into memory. And I think we can probably unload 2 coal things here at a time. We'll see. I think what we'll do is we'll go back to this one, and then when this one is ready to unload, we'll stop. And then we'll see if we need to back up to fix the first one. Yeah, we got plenty of room. Okay. We might even be able to unload 3 of them here. All right, so we're going to go like this. This. There we go. And then... There we go. All right. We'll bring this one up to the front and see how much room we have. Honestly, we're still going to have to stop twice anyway, so it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, but let's get this one up here. Whoops, why did I do that? That's not what I was wanting to do. All right, we'll just unload this one. You know what? Let's go back to the thing because we don't know where this is gonna... Is it gonna unload on the right side? Did it even... There we go. We'll unload this the old-fashioned way. There we go. And is that one even in the right spot? No. Yeah, it looks like it's close enough. Let's see. Yep, it's in there. Cool. Let's go back here. And we'll bring this up a little bit. There. Cow sounds. All right, see the meat is loading up over there too. Cool. So what do we need to make to carry the meat away? So let's go like this, and we're gonna put this on the next track. Go like this. I always go the wrong way on the thing. Always go the wrong way with the arrows. It's like plugging in a USB. There's one that's not unloaded. Hold on. There's one back here that's not unloaded. Why did that one not unload? Unload. That was weird. Not sure why it did that. Did we miss? We didn't miss that one. I know I hit enter on that one and I thought I saw it. Nah, I guess not. Okay. But yeah, it always takes me 3... It takes me 3 times to plug in a USB. Every time. Plug it in right the first time. The right orientation the first time, but for some reason it doesn't want to go in. And then I flip it around, and then it's definitely backwards. Go back to the other way, and then suddenly it works. And I think I've mentioned that before, but it still amuses me. All right, break here. Who knows how close? Yeah, we're not that close to the end. Okay, cool. And then let's see what we have as far as meat packing plant. We just have 12 so far. How many is it going to use? How many did we have to start with? I don't remember now. It doesn't use 9 at a time, does it? Let's go like this. Superman mode. And, whoops, we're going to go back here. We still have 12. Let's check the industries. Meat packing plant. Yeah, 1 cattle and 1 coal makes 2 meat. So we're going to have 12 plus 18. Let's see. Yeah, see, it is making more. Okay. It just takes a long time. Which, you know, makes sense for this. Okay, so then we have... Yeah, see, it just made 1 and it made 4 per. So 16 plus 32. So we need 48. We're going to have 48 meat. So what we need to find is the cars. You know what? Let's come back out here. Let's stand by this track so that when we put the cars, when we buy the cars, it actually puts them in a good spot. And let's find... I don't think these will carry meat. Yeah, I didn't think they would. I think you do have to have the big cars for the meat. Ventilated box. What's the ventilated box? There's one. The stock car. Yeah, it's just the ventilated box car is the only one. Okay. So we need how many of these? Does it say? It doesn't say how many. All right, let's go back out to here. Escape. Let's go back out to the help screen. Cars. Let's find the ventilated box car. It can carry 36, so we only need 2 of them. Okay. All right. It ran a perishable meat on a non-refrigerated desert. That's funny. That's really funny. Okay, yeah, we need 2 of these. Okay, so let's see what colors they have. Find the ventilated box car. There we go. Customize. What colors do they have? Okay, they have bright red, and then, yeah, we're just going to do 2 of them then. And let's go like this. Ventilated, and let's see what is the most different from that. I think the light. I think that might be the most. Okay. All right, and then let's get this up here. Whoops. We're going to stick this up here so we can let it load while we're getting our train out. And let's see. We can open the door here. There we go. And we'll see what it looks like. Once it starts loading here, we'll see what kind of, if it verifies that we get 36 in here. Yeah, okay. Cool. All right, and then let's see what they have for locomotives. Because we bought... See, we didn't buy this one. Pretty sure we didn't buy this one. We had like the Class 125 or something. Let's check out this one. Because I also added in some more money. That looks cool. Okay. We're going to do that, and we're going to use this to pull 2 cars, right? We're going to use it to pull 2 whole cars. I think we can bring all those cars back, is what we can do. Let's see what we have for... This one's going to be our big fancy, yeah. And the headlight. Let's see what the headlights look like. That's a whole lot of options, isn't it? I like that one. All right, and then paint jobs. Let's see what kind of paints they have. There's plain. Is that green again? Dark green? All right, I think we're going to go with that. And this is the Uintah. All right. The DD2. What does DD2 mean? Because 1624. Yeah, I don't know what those numbers are. That's interesting. I haven't seen those. You know what? I can't even think of a name right now. So I'm just gonna skip that, and somebody can suggest a name in the in the comments, because for some reason I am unable to name. You know, I used to love doing that in when I made my ships in Imperion and stuff, but for some reason I'm totally terrible at naming trains. All right, and we're gonna get more. We're gonna fill this all the way up. Is it? There we go. Cool. This one has a bunch of different... This one has a bunch of different knobs and everything. I like it. It just looks so different. Hand valve. Yeah, see, I don't know what all those hand valves do. Cylinder cocks. I know what that does. Reverser. That must be the brakes, yeah. That's the door. There we go. Alright. So let's see if this is done. Yeah, this is done. And then we're going to get all the other cars out too. So I got to figure that out, how we're going to stick those on the track. Oh, and the other thing we need to do is back here. Let's do that while this is warming up. Because what we need to do is we need to split off hereabouts somewhere. So we're going to go like this, whatever that piece is. Yeah, that works just about right. Okay, cool. And then we're going to switch left. And then we'll just connect all these, if it'll let us. We get to play connection roulette, right? All right. Let's find our... Is it going to let me? I don't think it's going to let me. All right, let's see if it'll let me connect to this one. I don't think it's going to let me connect to this one either. All right, so we're going to go with the... is what it seems to take. Oh, and actually I was on the other side of that, so that wouldn't have been useful to connect that anyway. Duh. Okay, so we got that. Let's connect this, see if it'll connect. If it will allow me. It was right there. It's like 1 pixel. There. Okay. Really? I like that though. It was just 1 pixel. Okay, let's see if we can get this to... Is it getting foggy out there? There we go. Okay, now it's connected. All right. Cool. And that should be warmed up. Let's see if we can get this brake. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to bring all those cars back somewhere. I don't know where we're going to bring them to, but yeah, we'll get them all centralized. So let's draw in one place. Do we have... There we go. Oh, I like that. The smoke coming out for the whistle. That looks really cool. That was really neat. Okay, reverser. Oh, we need the generator too. Nice. Yeah, we'll turn on some lights here. All right. There we go. Why does it look like it's coming off the tracks? Why is it coming off the tracks? Why is it coming off the tracks? I don't understand. I don't get it. Okay. Let's re-rail it. What's it doing? Let's go like this. Get out of there. Thank you. Alright, let's try that again. We're going to go back. Brake. Reverser. We'll try that again. I don't know. Did I do something horribly wrong? Is it me? Alright. We want to hit this at about 5. And then hit the other one at about 5. Man, that engine is huge, isn't it? That's going to be fun. Alright, we'll get the rest of it loaded, and then we can go get our... There we go. Let's see, we're gonna go like this. Yeah, I hit the right key this time. Yeah, it'd be neat if they had a little load assistant or something like that, you know? It's like every time you add a feature, you realize there's another thing you could add too. Feature creep. Alright. And let's go like this. Alright, so we're going to load that. Click on it. There we go. Now it worked. Alright, and then we're going to close this one. Because we don't want our meat in the desert to... Why is this so... Where's the... It's not letting me... It's not giving me the option. There we go. That's kind of weird. That was kind of a weird place to have to highlight it. Okay, and then we have how much left? 3. Yeah, okay, we're good to go. All right, so what we need to do is we need to put... We're going to put these cars first. So we're going to go like that. Yeah, we got that. Okay. We're going to go forward. We're going to grab these cars. And then we'll grab the other ones. And then this engine, we might even, I don't know if we'll delete it or not, but let me see. There we go. All right. And then we need to go back. Not sure why it keeps taking the fly mode off. Whoops. Huh. Track you on a copy? What would copying do? I wonder. That was weird. Oh, is that... Oh, it's that. Okay. Alright, anyway. So we're going to go up here. We're going to go forward. This is going to be one where the cars can't go nearly as fast as the engine. And so you get into trouble that way. Alright. And then we're going to... Whoops. The brakes are really effective on this. Let's go back a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so we're going to flip that switch. There we go. Did it? Yeah, it did. Okay, cool. And then we're going to go backwards. So we can hook up these. And then we're going to disconnect this. There we go. All right. There we go. Wow. Yeah, this thing really is slow, isn't it? All right, and then let's come back and so we have all of these. So then what do we need to do to get those on there? Let's bring this back up onto here. Did it get them all? Yeah, it did. Okay, good. All right, and then we just need to get these past the foul here so we can bring the other ones back. There we go. And then we're going to go... It's so disorienting when you get out of these. We're going to take this one. And we're going to go backwards. And we need to flip this one to go that way. Because we're going to go around there. And honestly, it doesn't really matter, but it's easier that way because, yeah, we can keep going. The question is, do I want to make a turnaround here too, like a teardrop so I can turn around? Because now all this stuff is backwards. Let's get this onto here. There we go. All right. And then we're going to disconnect that. And then we're going to go forward. Okay. We get this one out of there. There we go. Okay. So the only thing left here is this. Let's turn off our lantern too. All right. And then reverser. Reverser, he hardly knew her. Okay. Let's go like this. Yeah, I'm really thinking we should put a teardrop on that part. Something like that, right? Because I don't want to drive this all the way backwards. There's nowhere to turn around down here either. I think we need to do that. So let's... Okay. We're going to go like this. Get that lantern out of there. So this one we want to split off. See, I think what we could do is we could take this one and make it come around that big rock and meet up with this one. How's that sound? I think that sounds cool. I like the sound of that. Let's go like this. G is what we use for our tracks. And we're going to go like this. And then we're going to do a three-way. We're going to do a three-way switch because those two are going to go up to the thingy, and then this is going to be the one. This is going to be the one that hooks up to the other side. So let's go like this. Get this to curve as much as we can. All right, we're going to have to go like this. 60. That looks like it should work pretty well. Maybe we can even go up to 80. Yeah. We'll go up to 80. And we'll see how this comes out. See, that looks like it's going to match up pretty well. And we can even make this bigger. Like that. Let's do this. Is it not going to let me? There we go. Because, yeah, we're going to have a bunch of these to take out. Yeah, dude, I'm stuck on it. I always love that. My feet get stuck on the thing that I'm chopping down. My feet got stuck on a cactus. All right. And I think there was a cactus over here that needed to go. No, I guess not. Cool. Okay. And then let's make sure this isn't... Yeah, see, that's just deco. It's hard to tell because some of the deco that's bigger than others, you know. There's bigger deco that's not solid and smaller deco that is solid. Like that. You just got to know which ones they are. You know what those remind me of is... What did I just... I hit that. They remind me... Those things remind me of the fiber in Empyrean where you'd get... Is this one? Yeah, it looks like it. Where you'd get at a certain time, like when the sun starts setting, the fiber starts to glow. It was always kind of a cool effect. All right, so let's go like this, and we're going to turn off. We're going to turn off the fixed angle, and we're going to try to connect this. Let's see. I think we're going to have to go back to the 5 meter again. Yeah, just go back to the 5 meter. It'd be interesting if you could swap it after the fact. Here, we're going to go like this. It's not even giving me a green anywhere. All right, then we're going to go like this. And then we're going to go with the 5. With the medium. See? Really? Come on. All right. Try that again. One more time here. All right. Don't you hate that? You know, I bet the railroad crews hated that when they were like trying to build a road, but then it suddenly became gigantic. Okay, let's do one more try. Did the link disappear and I didn't even notice it? That must be what it is. The link must be disappearing and I'm not noticing it. No, it was green there with... See, it's green, but there's no link. There's the link. There we go. Okay. So now we want to take the trees out. All right. And I think we got everything. So we should be able to just turn this around. All right. So that one's going to be that way. We want these all to be that way. There we go. What is it doing? That way. And that way. All right, let's make sure our turnaround works. And then I think this train needs to just... Here, we'll re-rail it over here. Or we'll just delete it. We don't need this train. It's too slow. T... Locomotives. There we go. All right. Did it say 11D1? It did, didn't it? It said 11D1. Okay, it was 11D1, but it said 11D1. All right. Let's see how well this works. It's going to be cool to see this on a straightaway. I'm very curious to see how fast this thing's going to go on a straightaway. It's the... What's with the... It's so weird. The puffs are too extreme. Okay. Let's make sure, yeah, double check on that. Okay, cool. Looks good. So what's it do with an open throttle? Oh, wow. It looks like it'll probably go up to about 30. Is what it looks like. We're going to let this coast. Give it a little bit of brakes. There we go. We're going to go around this at 15. 15 should be viable speed. Oh, cool. There's the wheels are articulated or whatever you call it. But yeah. There's a, yeah, see this wheel set, that's cool. It swivels. That's pretty neat. I like that. Makes it easier. That can go around sharper curves than, you know, some of the trains that are a lot shorter than that. It's pretty handy. Let's see. Keep this at 15. There we go. That's looking good. We're going to come back through town, so we'll just ring the bell. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hit that switch so that we can go this way. Cool. I'm not sure where we're even bringing this, so I should probably figure that out too. But that is going to be it for episode 14. Join me in episode 15. We'll figure out where we're going with this. We'll bring these cars back, and then I think the meat needs to go back to the whatchamacallit. What's it called? The thing that buys the gold too. The general store, whatever it's called. But yeah, we got to bring that back, and then we'll figure out where. I think we're going to start on the gold. I think we can get the gold moving too. But yeah, that's going to be it for episode 14. Join me in episode 15, and we'll see you then. Later.